Guelph, Ontario. Nestled in the heart of Wellington County, the Royal City likes to do things a certain way. Whether it's a mandate that zones all dispensaries besides sumptuous cuisine, or a certain style of dressing to impress. Or even lackadaisical locomotion bylaws, Guelph marches to a strict rhythm. And yet one thing remains unabashedly offbeat. The family.
300 bodies found. One crowd seeking full. 180 bodies in the fountain. Royal City out of control. Drinking the bad on Beck Street. Empty with an iron toe. Drinking the bad in the well heat. This guy's back on the road.
So what do you think about that family, naked family?
Honestly, I knew a lot of people who were outraged about it.
The family was unveiled in 1985. Indeed, few Royal City residents can claim living memory status of the August commissioning ceremony, much less the controversy that followed. Though a mammoth undertaking, we set out to uncover the true origins of this masterpiece of nature.
I mean, by that definition, I could sand off Michelangelo's David's, genitals, and then by that definition, I could still say it's art, but it's missing that controversy.
Controversy indeed, but it seems like change is one of life's few constants in Provincia de Treviso's sister city. This notion was further reinforced by an enthusiastic tradesperson who emerged from a manhole.
Whole world under the ground no one knows about. Yeah. We just put all these, this is all new fiber optic cables. Yeah. We put those fiber.
We initially wanted to ask him about the family, but we were swiftly ushered into his vehicle where he explained the intricacies of fiber optic wiring to us.
So here's 12 fibers going together in my machine.
Oh, what is that machine?
So this is a lot of money. It's called Sumitomo Fiber Slicer. So this is about 17 grand.
For quite some time.
Neat stuff. It's a future,
Yeah.
and you know what? And then this will become obsolete, and then there'll be another thing that will be bigger, better, whatever.
Huh.
But right now, this will take me into my retirement. That's for sure. That's all it is, You
Yeah.
just gotta just get to the end of the road somehow.
Yeah.
No problem. You learned a lot.
After misinterpreting a social cue to leave
Right now, so then
and receiving one final pearl of wisdom,
you just slide this heat shrink on, and always something going on.
we forged forward.
Cool. Thank you.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Thanks
guys.
a lot. Great talking to you.
At this point, it was obvious. To learn about the family, one had to go to the family itself.
Hi. I'm just making a film for my art class about the family. I was wondering if you had any thoughts on it.
Sorry, I don't today.
Yeah, that's all right.
You have reached Dawn Owen, curator at Guelph Museums. Please leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks very much and have a great day.
And yet here we were met with dead end after dead end. Until we realized we had foolishly overlooked the most obvious source of all.
But there's other people. I've got no knowledge about this.
You have no knowledge of this?
No,
Of the fountain?
no knowledge.
Yeah.
You have to go ask about coffee shop.
The coffee shop knows about it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll ask
Coffee,
it.
no, downtown board. This is it. Go over there, second floor.
Yeah.
Downtown board is give you all information. See downtown.
Oh.
I just have that kicking in my door. You're welcome to it.
Whoa.
Nice.
Get a good
Wow.
shot of that.
We used to do these pewter ornaments through a company years and years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
Um,
This is incredible.
so yeah, I just thought, I'm like, oh, I think I just saw it in there the other day. Let me see if I have Steve's phone number as well.
The downtown board recommended we check out a few different leads, including a karate sensei.
And then was there, did you say there was someone else that knows about this, or this would be our best lead?
That and the Italian Canadian.
Italian Canadian Club. Oh yeah, we'll go there.
We saddled up for a road trip to the Italian district, but not before paying our respects to the wise man of the square himself.
Hey Mo, they gave us this up there.
See, that's why I give you right information.
Yeah, you were
If
right.
Keep your room. All the time you forgot about this. That's why I go over there. If you ask me, I not give you this.
You don't have any.
I don't have any, but you lucky give it to you because you have over there. That give you right information.
Yeah,
Put you in necklace, put you in
a necklace with this would be nice. Yeah.
awesome. Yes.
Thank you.
There was a banquet underway, and nobody behind the desk at the Italian Canadian Club. The sands of time poured through our fingers. There was only one place left to find true meaning in the family. The dojo.
I think one of the things that created the most amount of controversy was there used to be this really big crown, right, that used to hang in the square, and when it started to get kind of dilapidated and started to kind of break and so on and so forth, he was on a council at that time, and because he was kind of a consulate or council member from representation from Italy into Ontario, specifically Guelph, he was a part of a different kind of an association that was instrumental in bringing the fountain there. So when they were coming up with ideas in order to replace the crown and what they should put, they wanted to have a piece, and specifically the fountain in and of itself did cause a lot of controversy, I think mainly because of the nudity at the time. But the idea behind the fountain was kind of, to highlight this idea that we're all one people, that we're all, Guelph is kind of a melting pot of a lot of different ethnicities, religions and faiths, and that's kind of maintained itself in Guelph, I think, since that time. And even to pull myself out of from a biblical standpoint, if you look at John Milton's Paradise Lost, right, which is that classic poem about the battle of earth and the people on earth, from the angels and the devils and so on and so forth. You don't have to look very far in order to kind of see a lot of that imagery kind of come out. Where it wasn't looked at as something sinful, as more of it was just looked at as something that was natural. And perhaps I think people, because Guelph had established itself, with John Galt, I think it's interesting to kind of see the differences between and the contrasts between different faiths, and how that kind of still continues to play a role in a lot of our history, not even in Canada, but in globally. It's something that people are constantly reminded of, and I think it falls kind of interestingly into this equity piece and inclusion piece, the inclusivity of having people involved in a community that is a little bit different from maybe one generation settling to another generation settling to another generation settling, is really interesting for me to see. And you're always going to find, as more and more people reach out and create different pockets and communities, that there will some that will be embracing of it and some will be opposed. And it's really, it's interesting to see that, but it's also welcoming to see people leaning more towards inclusion and inclusivity and equity, as opposed to division and segregation.
Cool. That's fantastic. Do you have anything, Andrew?
Cross Your